Iga Świątek's recent months have been wild. Coach swaps, losing that #1 spot, an early WTA Finals exit, and some other pretty rough patches. But despite that, there are still a million reasons to hype Iga's tennis. Commentators can barely keep up because her matches are many times done in a flash. She's basically world-class at everything. And while her game is almost flawless, there's one thing people keep talking about: her serve. So here's the big question. Is Iga's serve great or not great?
Yeah, nice.
While the Pole's serve is not really a liability, it's not exactly her secret weapon either. Unlike Qin Wen-zhen or Elena Rybakina, Iga doesn't dominate with her first serve, and she's not exactly raining down aces like Pliskova, Sabalenka,
Serve when she was having such a miserable year.
and again Rybakina. But here's the twist. The longer the rally, the more time she has to take control. So who needs a bomb of a serve? And yet, hold up. Let's zoom out. Iga was only broken 5 times in 6 matches to win her second Indian Wells title this year. From March 2023 to March 2024, she held 81.6% of her service games, best on tour. Wait, what? Sabalenka and Rybakina trail her with 79.4% and 78.5% respectively for the same period, while Qin Wen-zhen is at 73.2% only. We can already hear everybody sputtering out their yeah but explanations, and we'll get to some of them in a moment. First, though, we need to acknowledge just how elite this is. Sabalenka held at 80.8% in 2023, her best campaign before this year. In 2015, when Serena Williams went 53-6 and won 3 majors, she held 80.9% of service games. Ash Barty peaked at 80.1%. Pliskova has twice cracked 79% for a full season, but never 80%. Same for Kvitova. Now, WTA match stats were sparse before the mid-2010s, so we don't have the full picture for legends like Navratilova, Graf, Davenport, or even Venus Williams. But here's the kicker. Navratilova crushed it back in '83, winning 75% of total games. Insane, right? Now get this. Holding serve at 80% plus? That's the elite club of all-time serving GOATs. And guess who's barging in? Iga has officially muscled her way into that exclusive group. All right, we're diving into Iga's all-rounder game now. The short answer, Iga doesn't just rely on any single weapon. She's winning every type of point there is. Basically, if she's not double faulting, she's in a rally and she doesn't lose many of those.
Glory.
Get this, from March 2023 to March 2024, Iga won nearly half of her return points, giving her a break percentage of 49.5%. That makes her a part of the top 1 club. Yeah, you heard me right. She leads the tour. The average WTA top 50 player has about 33-point difference between hold and break percentages. Iga's at 32 points, which is pretty close to the average, but here's the twist. She's no Rybakina, 43-point gap, or Caroline Garcia, 55 points. Now, here's the kicker. Average is underrated. Most players who have one extreme strength barely get by with the rest. Massive servers, often iffy returners. Baseline beasts, rarely serving aces all day. When we measure serve-specific skill, we find that top returners usually aren't standout servers, but in this elite group, Iga's serve ranks best. Familiar names like Pegula and Goff can come close, but let's face it, folks, Iga's world, it's all her own. But what actually works with Iga's serve? Turns out, it's got some serious heat. Last year's US Open put 40 players on the radar gun, and guess who's right up there? Sabalenka, Qin Wen-zhen, Samsonova, Goff, Keys, and Iga. Her first serve speed nearly matches Keys, just 1.5 miles per hour shy of Goff's. That's wild speed. And here's where it gets crazier. Iga's serve isn't just about raw speed, it's that spin. When 5'4" Yulia Putintseva challenged Iga's serve at Indian Wells, she often found herself making contact at or above head level. Putintseva, we suspect, would have preferred to take on a flatter hitter like Samsonova, even if it meant handling a few more miles per hour. But here's the kicker. Speed may actually matter more than precision. When we crunched some ATP numbers, turns out faster serves have bigger payoffs than perfect placement. And while WTA numbers aren't readily available, it's likely the trend holds for the women's game too. Why does this matter for Iga? Well, she likes hitting down the middle. A safer target, sure, but not any less dangerous. Most WTA players hit 21% of serves down the middle. Iga goes 32%. Even though this puts returners on the back foot, they don't have to move much. But Iga? She's winning with these middle box shots, partly because she sacrifices less effectiveness than average players, dropping just 6 percentage points compared to the usual 8. Now, a winning percentage of 63% or 64% will keep you in a service game. 56 or 57% will put it much more at risk. And for all you numbers fans out there, Iga's deuce T success is 74%, well above the tour's 67% average. So, the bottom line, Iga's serve is killing it. And now, here's another big question. Why rack up so many points down the middle? Well, simple. It lets Iga keep those wide angles on lockdown for when it counts. So when's the right moment to unleash? It's hard to say, given that most of her matches are basically blowouts. But check this. At 4-all in the first set of her Indian Wells final this year against Maria Sakkari, Iga takes a 30-15 lead with 3 straight set serves to the body.
Further.
Then boom, she goes wide, then down the tee at 40-15. Sakkari never even touches them, and Iga steamrolls the rest of the match. Our theory? That Iga plays it safe down the middle, then dials up the angles on crucial points to hold even better than her regular service rate. But turns out we were wrong. Over the period of March 2023 to March 2024, Iga held an impressive 64.6% of serve points, but only 60.6% on break points. The average WTA player sees a dip in breakpoint success, but Iga's gap of 4 points is unusual. It shows she's facing those breakpoints with tougher returners ready to pounce. So, what does this mean? Iga's dominance comes down to precision, timing, and a strategy that keeps opponents on the back foot even if her breakpoint saves dip a bit. We're going to take a quick break here, tennis fans, but we've got something awesome for you. You can join our channel now and unlock exclusive perks. We're talking early access to our videos, personal replies, and a lot more. Want to support us and keep the videos rolling? Smash that join button on our homepage. Let's do this. Now, let's continue with something wild for Iga. In 2023, the poll was terrible at saving breakpoints. What is up with that? Well, first, let's take a metric to measure each player's success rate at breakpoint, comparing their breakpoints saved to the number of points they'd expect to win based on the other serve points played in those matches. That's what we'll call the breakpoints over expected, or BPOE. For this indicator in 2023, Iga was dead last among tour regulars. She faced 311 breakpoints, and if she had served as well on those points as she did in the rest of those matches, she would have saved 184 of them. Instead, she saved 165, a difference of -19. No other top player had a negative result worse than -5. But here's the twist. This clutch or anti-clutch performance usually doesn't last. It's either bad luck or a phase that passes. And guess what? In the first quarter of 2024, Iga flipped the script. She saved 76 out of 109 breakpoints, way above the expected 66. She's not likely to keep that insane level up, but even just average breakpoint saves would boost her tour-leading hold percentage even more. Imagine if she could save her best serves for those breakpoints. She'd become untouchable. And yeah, Iga's serve may never hit like Sabalenka or Rybakina's cannon, but here's the deal. Her entire game is built to win points, and she does it better than even the biggest hitters. Her serve doesn't need to be top tier. It just needs to be solid. And guess what? She's nailed that. And don't think she's done yet. The crazy part here, she's got plenty of room to improve, and when she does, pity her poor opponents because she's only going to get tougher. And before you guys go, make sure to check out our latest video where we dive deep into Iga's recent changes and her tour performance. We're breaking it down what it means for her future in tennis. Trust us, you won't want to miss it.